Day 74. Welcome back to the program. I had the most magical morning I've had in quite some time. I mean, I was buzzing by 8:30 with 2 hours of sleep. Okay, so it's actually 4 hours. Basically, I did Tai Chi yesterday. And come to find out, the guy's 60 years old who runs it. Looks like he's couldn't be a day over 40. I'm gonna have to confirm his age tomorrow. But I do his Tai Chi yesterday. Never done Tai Chi in my life. It's in a river. Your feet are in the river for an hour plus, 2 hours maybe. And you're doing these motions with your hands that I've never done before. For the rest of the day, there was so much, I felt so much energy. Um, I felt so alive all day. Now, I don't know if this is from being in the river. I don't know if this is waking up. I don't know if this is being with people. I don't know if this is from the movements themselves. I have no idea what exactly to attribute this to, but I felt so energized all day. That was yesterday. I was like, I'm going to go back again today. So I did. But before I did, at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, I hopped on a Zoom call with my friends Elle and Cam and nine other strangers, or maybe it was 11 other strangers from around the world. Not all strangers, some I knew from Twitter, some I didn't. And for 30 minutes, we spoke about gratitude. We gave 10 gratitudes each, we gave 10 affirmations, and we spoke about a healthy habit that we would like going into the next day. It's the most wholesome 30 minutes of my life. And the before and after, I was just like, wow, I'm so grateful to have friends like my friend Cam, like my friend Elle, who have created this. It's so special. And I'm so proud of them because I felt such a meaningful difference in my own state. So I do that. First time I've been, it was their fourth call. They do it every weekday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Gotta get my grandma involved in this. Grandma, if you're watching this, I'll send you the Zoom link. But felt so incredible after doing this. Then immediately go to the Tai Chi River Sensei Master with maybe 15 other people. And I tell the master, I say, hey master, I was up till 3 a.m. The energy was just flowing through. He's like, oh, this is awakening. Okay, great, let's do it. Like, he tells me, yeah, you're meant for this. You're meant for the awakening. I said, okay, great. I might be in some Tai Chi cult by the end of the month. In all seriousness, it was amazing. It was so much fun, and I have to do it again tomorrow. It just feels so good to start the day with people, moving the body in the ways you do, and Lord knows, but I'm trusting. You have to trust what feels good, what's in alignment. You have to trust that. And you have to trust if you got 3 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep because you felt so awake from doing this thing that you did at 9 in the morning, it's worth following that. It's worth asking, what am I doing here? We don't have that much time on this earth. And to get the opportunity to spend it with people who are wanting to better themselves in nature, moving their bodies, what more can you ask for? There's such a beautiful image in this river where you look and you could kind of see you could see the skyscrapers that look like mountains. It is phenomenal. It looks so out of a movie, with the sun hitting and the people. Some people are in the lake, and some people are scattered all around, and it's pretty silent and empty. And this, I drive now 10 minutes away to get to this place. I was staying at an Airbnb. The first videos, some part of this series, in maybe the early, I don't know, days 5 through 20 maybe, or like the early part of this series was done in an Airbnb that is right next to where I drive to now. And I say that to say this magic was available to me in some part, even then. I just didn't have the eyes to see. And to be fair, this is a new Tai Chi club. It's relatively new. I think it's like 3 weeks old or 4 weeks old or something. And so it wasn't actually going on when I was living at that Airbnb on the river or near the river. Regardless, it just goes to show the beauty of that was available, but I couldn't feel that, and didn't make that a habit to do of, I'm going to go into the river today to just soak into the love and the energy. And so the question becomes, maybe there's beauty around you right now that you're not able to see because you don't have the eyes to see in this moment. And that's okay. Right? When I'm listening to a podcast, when I'm on a walk, I don't have the eyes to see potentially a bird flying by because I'm listening to the podcast, and that's what I want to be doing with my time. And yeah, there are other moments where I'm walking without headphones, and I have the eyes to see now a bird, but I don't have the ears to hear the podcast I want to listen to. So we're making trade-offs all the time. But the point of me saying that is that there is more happening than we are aware of. And we often just need to focus on one specific place or one specific challenge so we can ground ourselves in reality. And that's okay. Right? I'm grounding myself in the reality of creating this video right now. And so I am missing out on what's happening outside. One woman in the Great Morning group this morning, what happens is Elle and Cam share for about 5 minutes, and then we go into breakout rooms where you share individually with, I did with 2 other people. And one woman said in this breakout room, as part of her affirmations, I am grounded and free. And I was in the middle of, I told her when she said that, that's so powerful. I've never thought about being grounded and free in the same breath, and how important both of those are simultaneously, because one might think that they were contradictory. But to be grounded and free is a beautiful way to be. And I'm sitting in that river, standing rather, with a friend of mine who I saw yesterday at the same spot. Shout out Jackson. And I said, man, I really do feel grounded and free. We're grounded in these rocks and free to see the skyscraper in the background. We could go anywhere we want on this river. It's wide open, it's grounded, and it's free. One thing I love about my friend Jackson is he's a very great noticer. He's noticing how the information that he is saying is coming into my being, and and he's noticing the scenery and he's noticing how he feels. And it's a really special gift and talent he has. And so many of my favorite people share that. The gift of noticing. The gift of seeing. Their perception of what they see is so vast. And I'm honored to be surrounded by those people. Because often is the case when you have somebody whose perception is vast and who notices so many different things. In my experience, those people have spent a lot of time looking at their own internal world. And they've figured out what parts of their internal world, they've noticed the different flavors of their internal world, which allows them to then notice it in other people and notice it in a bird or in a moment, in a scene, because they've spent so much time looking inside and connecting inside with themselves. I'm on such a winning streak of life. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm excited to do Great Morning again. Tomorrow I'm excited to do Tai Chi again. I mean, you do Great Morning. You connect with amazing people. You have a cup of coffee. You sit on a balcony, as my friend Elle calls it, a ledge. But she's really the legend. I mean, you sit on that balcony. You drink a cup of coffee in the sun. You talk about what you're grateful for. You share your affirmations. You talk about what high value habit you are going to cultivate that day. You have accountability. Somebody sees you. Somebody notices something in you. Somebody interacts with you to start your day. And what happens by the end of that 30 minutes is so magical. It doesn't take much. But we don't have the systems yet in place on a wide scale basis to actually allow us to feel good. It's not like Zoom has been around that long. My parents and grandparents turned on the radio to start their day. And they were not in charge or didn't feel, most people didn't feel, and most people today don't feel like they are in control of their own programming. And it's a lie. You are in control of your programming. You can program yourself right now. You're programming yourself right now by watching this video. So God bless you, because you care about yourself and you care about your own internal world. And there's a new world coming about where people are going to be able to program themselves to be the light. Program themselves to act with love. Program themselves to be more grateful, to affirm the reality they want to create, and to do things that make them feel good, that also help other people feel good too. For me, right now, in this moment of my life, it's a cup of coffee, a balcony, some sun, a great morning, Tai Chi, coaching, lifting, running, becoming all I can be, helping people out wherever I can, and having people help me when I need it. To me, that's a good life. and we are living. I hope you have a great life too. I'm sending you so much love. And a great life is built one day at a time. So make today great. And if today's over, make tomorrow great. I love you. Be well. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.